I'm in Salad and I saw Shaolin Soccer. It is directed and written by Stephen Chow, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This was requested by a Patreon. It's like the fast track movie review. You can do that at patreon.com/ASEPresents. On with the review. This movie starts following Golden Leg. He's in his prime. He hits really good goals, but unfortunately, he got hit by a bunch of people, and also a leg got hit with a baseball bat specifically. That's the wrong sport, man. Hey, that's a foul. If I had a whistle here, I'd blow it. Wrong sport, foul. Wrong. We're in soccer. We're supposed to use our legs, not our arms. But of course, that guy's leg got, and it's been like several years later. He's walking with a limp, and he's berated by this fellow guy, this guy who's super high up. He's all the high up. He's ultra high up, all the highest up in the world. So high up that he was able to hire a mob to get his leg. I'm like, what personal vendetta does this guy have against you? Dude, this is so horrible. What did you do to this guy? Golden Leg? Well, you're just terrible to him. And once, maybe a few times, and so he never forgot, and therefore took away your entire career, and now nobody is able to take you seriously. You're on the streets, he meets this guy, meets this bum man who's very positive outlook on life. So positive, goes to the steamed bun place, steals 3 steamed buns. First of all, I love it. I remember eating steamed buns for the first time. I was at a carnival. It was delicious, but I never caught the name of the food. So I was like, what is this called? Is this a dumpling? And then I would look at Chinese restaurants, look at their dumplings. It was always looked like pot stickers. I was like, this is not what I'm looking at. But now it's called a steamed bun. Now I know what to order, so I can relive those food memories again. Yes, thank you, Shaolin Soccer. You opened my eyes to all the possibilities of eating the food. I love food, man. Food is awesome. But also soccer. I was curious, how does this have to do with soccer? I know in the beginning, there's a guy who's a soccer player. Well, this guy, this bum man, Shaolin. He's into Shaolin. It's a kung fu style. Trying to brainstorm some ideas how to make it more well known. I'm like, good on you, guy. I'm curious as to how this is going to work for you. Well, he has the big old bright idea of making a Shaolin soccer team, and who better than to have Golden Leg be the coach, and he's coaching, and he's a really good one. You can tell by how good he is, by the passion, by the screaming at the people. Hey, you gotta do better, you gotta do better, you gotta do better, do better, do better, do better, do better. But then, something unexpected happens. He has this ragtag team, people who could barely play soccer, being taught Shaolin. And they're learning how to play soccer. And I'm just like, you gotta make sure they get their stretches in, dude. If they don't get their stretches in, then they won't be agile enough to play soccer with the kickiness. With the kickiness is, oh, fuck. And the kickiness factor was off the charts. I mean, wow, boom. Pew, pew, pew. It's soccer, so you know the kickiness was off the charts. There's this one particular guy, the bum guy, he's really good at Shaolin, but his kicks are so powerful. When he kicks up in the air, it takes like 5 minutes for the ball to fall. And I'm just thinking, he's got some really powerful moves, man. He's going to get really good at the team sport aspect. He's going to be a really good kicker. You know, I have some memories of soccer. I played soccer for 2 years, 3rd and 4th grade. I was always really bad at it. I never liked the run, but the position that I would be placed in was always goalie and defense. And oh boy, did I suck at that. I was not very good, so I quit. But I remember how to play soccer. I know how important kickers are. And this guy, when we're seeing him play against a bunch of people, easily able to pwn him. Just pwn. And then the final championship, the biggest final championship, and they seem to be very evenly matched. I'm like, what is happening? You have literal metal bending to the soccer ball because it's being kicked so hard. I'm like, whoa, insanity. And it seems like there could be moments where they have a little kick and they could win, but no, because the goalie's so good, He'll just catch the ball every time. Well, we gotta make sure the goalie is distracted. And I really like the tension buildup in the scene. The final soccer game. Who will win? We have the Shaolin soccer team. We have just regular old soccer. Who cares about regular old soccer, am I right? I don't care about regular old soccer. I want the world to be playing Shaolin soccer. They win the match barely, and then they celebrate. And I'm like, okay, this is a fun movie. This movie has a lot of hijinks. There's a romance story with a woman who seems to have boils all over her face. Well, is she boiled alive? What's up with all the boils? I don't get it. But this bum man be like, hey, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful, and just keeps on insisting it. And I thought it was just an act to get free food, but no, he actually wants to be with her and marry her. And I'm like, man, this is such a fascinating character. And I do like how Golden Leg is now a coach. He gets to become his life dream of, if he couldn't play soccer, then he could be a soccer coach. He knows how to play soccer. You know, this is a pretty fun movie. There's a lot of hijinks. What a fucking weird song. You know, there's some weird song selections in this movie. Like, I don't know if you can hear it, but there is somebody next to me literally playing, I got a big old dick, dick. I'm like, what song is this? But also, the other song choices were pretty fun. Very hypey songs. I honestly didn't really notice the songs except for like the last final fight. Is it called a fight? It's a war. Soccer is war in this movie. Confirmed. If you don't like soccer, then you're not a fan of war. I like this movie a lot. I don't know much about how to say how else I feel about this movie. It's just a cool, fun movie. Compare it to Kung Fu Hustle in that way. They're both very comedic hijink movies that in the end, people win. And I'm like, yes, awesome, woohoo! Big fan of this movie. If you like soccer movies, a little bit of comedic, dramatic effect to everything, including like literal fire in people's eyes, energy blast, then I think you'll really like this movie. I gotta give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The platform really likes that. If you want a fast track movie review, you can do that for $20 ADNOs at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews, go to this link tree, find a way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So go here. And until next time, mint salad sauce, see you later, my sour croutons and bacon bits.
Up.